Hello everybody and welcome back. I am KRX and we are continuing on with this conservative theocracy of America trying to make the United States into a religious, capitalist, conservative, patriotic community, society, and just kind of pushing those policies and seeing how it works. We're still running a deficit right now, although our credit was just reassessed, so the amount of money that we're actually paying in debt interest is probably, well, it's still 120 billion, but presumably it's gotten lower. Military spending, of course, still very high. State schools, all this stuff, still very, very high. But the global economy is only barely coming back. We've also had a couple crises like the virus that I think is still hurting us. If we look at tourism here, tourism is starting to come back up now. Yeah, tourism is starting to come back up. We do have high food prices. This seems to be curling down. Why is food price going up? Agricultural subsidies, try to bring that down. Temperature, biofuel subsidies. Biofuel subsidies actually push it up? Wait a second. If we get rid of these, it's only 2 billion, but if we get rid of these, food prices will go down, emissions will go up. Farmers, environmentalists, oil demand. I'm not sure if I actually like the idea of doing the biofuel subsidies, to be completely honest. I don't know about that. Water shortage? Wait a second, water shortage? Has the fact that the water shortage is gone, has that not gotten rid of this effect then? Because the water, okay, so the food prices should continue to go down as the water shortage goes down. So yeah, so this should go down. Currency strength. International trade tries to bring it down. International trade should be coming up. Political relationship downgrade. I don't know. Maybe there's something we could do, like a diplomatic service, going beyond just having an ambassador and a secretary in a foreign country. Employing a full diplomatic service may be expensive, but in the field of international diplomacy, you need to stay on top of things in order to get the best deal for your country and keep everyone involved happy. It may take some time to get working effectively, but it will boost foreign relations. So it takes 4 quarters to implement. Costs 150 billion. Costs a lot of political capital, but it does increase foreign relations. Foreign relations. Here it is. It's pretty low. It's pretty low, which is fine. I don't know if we care about foreign relations much, but that could boost it up a little bit for $1.5 billion per. So foreign investment restrictions. International fusion research project could be kind of neat. Unemployment goes down, oil demand goes down. This actually could be really, really cool, but obviously it could be very expensive. Minimum cost here, we're talking about 37 billion. That'd be fun to do something like that. National service, compulsory military service for some citizens where they are taught the basics on how to defend the country from attack has some benefits. For example, it would allow us to have a smaller regular army. However, there are concerns about forcing people to bear arms against their will. Liberals won't like it. Services, patriots would like it. Stronger, it would create more patriot membership as well. Very expensive. So it would cost us 50 political capital in order to do basically like a compulsory service there. We're trying to actually bring alcohol consumption is like just at 0. Like it'd be actually kind of nice to do some things to bring that up a little bit. Which GDP will bring it up as GDP continues to go up, but a political capital. We might just bank this political capital right here. Helicopter money, smart meter program, trade council. Not very many people are into this, but I mean, it seems like a good thing regardless of whether people like it or not. The Patriots presumably wouldn't want something like that. Youth entrepreneur scheme increases. Capitalists like it. The youth like it. Socialists do not. youth young entrepreneur scheme. I don't know if that really gives us much benefit to anything though, because it doesn't say it has any effect on GDP or anything like that. Maybe it pushes. See, that's the thing. Does it push people to be higher income as more youth are like entering adulthood with business experience and potentially businesses that they've grown and stuff? I think we're just going to go to the next. Let's go to the next. Let's save up our points there. Water shortage. Wait, the water shortage is back? Wait a second. Airport, it says budget report, deficit's going up? Airport expansion. Planning permission has been requested for the expansion of some of our country's largest airports. There's simply not enough capacity for the number of flights that want to land here. Allow the expansion. Our tourism industry is very dependent on air travel. If we are to expand tourism, provide more jobs and growth for GDP, we must make more air capacity available. We need to act now to ensure that we have increased capacity in time. Pollution nightmare? Forget about pollution. Environmentalists are upset, but I'm sure everything will be fine. Tourism goes up, air travel goes up. This is all good. I'm a little bit concerned, though, that this is going back up. Why is this going back up? Environment. We need to do a better job with the environment, clearly. It's because of the year. It's just going up over time. Holy cow. Pollution is skyrocketing. What did we activate here that raised pollution? Aren't we doing like full-on green energy over here or something? I'm confused. Is reforestation going away? Do we have to like reapply reforestation or something? No, we're still doing this. Have these not even kicked in yet because it takes so long for them to kick in? It might take longer for that to actually kick in. I'm not sure how to read this. I mean, the deep red, clearly this is applied effect, but I think this light red might mean that it's still waiting to kick in. But we got to be getting close to that kicking in. That's not going to help us with food prices. Food prices are technically going down though. So if we can get rid of the water crisis, then that should help. Looks like one of the only things we could do for that is we could try to plant-based diets. We could try to increase plant-based diets. It seems to be increasing at a steady rate. What else can we do here? Environmentalist membership actually drives it up. I don't know if we have too many people in our country that are environmentalists anymore. Food Standards Agency? It's pretty cheap to do this. I think for now we gotta do that. It's not exactly a conservative ideology necessarily, but I think we gotta do that. We need to look at the environment. We need to boost the environment. Holy cow, the environment's at an all-time low. The environment is at an all-time low because GDP is popping off. Pollution controls. Looks like this is trying to boost it, but it's taking time. Reforestation. I mean, we like clean air. We like to keep our forests, but we also like clean air. We're conservatives, not capitalists. Raise that up to the max. Done. So hopefully that'll help. We still want clean air and clean water. And big forests. Nothing wrong with that. We can all agree on that. Vertical farm subsidies. The farmland is getting rare, but recent inventions in agriculture and architecture and agriculture could be easily be bundled to make vertical farming in cities feasible. Food production in vertical farms requires more resources, but reduced transportation costs mitigate that problem. 15 billion if we wanted to go max on this. Oh, we have a surplus. No, we have a 60 billion. Holy cow, guys. 1 second. This is a $60 billion surplus. Wait a second. I think our debt must have been refinanced. No. Wait, what? What's going on? Our GDP is just off the charts. We have a 60 billion. What we could do anything we want. We could do vertical farming in our major cities. How cool would that be? Okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe we should focus on more of the conservative goals here. But I was just looking at that. Where was that? Big amount of stuff here. Is it public services? Where was that thing? Vertical. It is an economy. I didn't realize there was this big of a list of stuff here. We could easily pay for this. So farmer membership goes up. Farmers like this. Farmer income goes up. Traffic congestion down. Water shortage down. Food prices down. Capitalists don't like this. Unemployment down. This is all good. Mostly. I mean, we don't... I mean, farmers... I don't know if we care too much about farmers, but... we could do tax shelters. This is interesting. Foreign investor tax breaks. Patriots don't like this. Otherwise, it would be pretty good, though. Like, it seems like the vertical farm subsidies would quite literally fix a lot of the issues that we have and potential future issues with traffic congestion and stuff. The only bad thing is, again, we're not capitalists, we're conservatives. Totally different spectrums, right? This reduces food prices significantly. It reduces the water shortage crisis. It immediately, actually. 6 turns, though, for food prices to take effect. I think we apply that. I think that's cool. What else can we do in terms of public services, though? Like environmentally. National anthem at the start of the news. I think everyone's already a patriot is the funny thing. Force, political, military, religious oath. Now this would be something awesome to enact. We also have ban foreign church services. We got some good stuff in here to look forward to. Of course, I'm saying this with a chagrin, right? But in the thematics of the country that we're trying to build here, although how much do we have? 7. We could just wait till next turn. Let's go to the next turn. Merger. Situation is imminent. We have a huge surplus. That's really, really good. Health is dropping. Real estate bubble. Jeez, I'm being a doofus here. Data shows that we're having a potentially bad situation with real estate bubble on our hands if we do not act soon. This is being driven up by the GDP, population, and the, I don't know what that's saying. State housing, though, brings it down. I'll have to look into that a little bit. A large internet company has announced plans to buy out one of its major competitors. Oh, what could possibly go wrong? There is no good reason to prevent this merger. It's incredible. It's increasing. It is an increasingly global market. Our companies need to grow if they are to compete successfully. Bigger company will be more efficient and effective in the global marketplace. Yes. So we have the housing crisis thing. Pollution is for some. I don't know why this is going off the charts. Immigration is raising this. Okay, we might need to do some border controls over here. We got some some immigration issues potentially on our hands. 27 political capital. Where is this it? Border controls. We need to crank this up. Reduces tourism. That's fine. That's fine. Next turn. Food crisis has gone down. Nice. National team exits the World Cup. No. That's okay. I don't really care much about soccer. What can we do with all this money? We could cut taxes. We could cut taxes. Although we can't cut it like... We can't really cut it just like infinitely. We wanted to do faith school subsidies, right? Okay, we're already paying most. We could pay more for education. When did we actually max that out? So that's maxed out. What is our... Faith school subsidies are being maxed. That's good. This is maxed in that direction there. We could go to our state schools and we could increase funding for state schools. That would literally be $50 billion. But it completely gets rid of private schools. We don't want to get rid of private. See, that's not even thematic, right? That's not even very thematic. Okay, let's go and look at some like tax breaks and stuff like that we could potentially do. Married tax allowance. Conservatives will love this. Religious will love this. Religious income will go up. This could be great. This could be perfect. School tax credits, right? I think this promotes... Doesn't this promote public school? A system of tax reductions and credits designed to encourage people to spend their money on private education in order to reduce their tax liability. This boosts private schooling without involving the state running schools or employing teachers, but its effect is limited to those in society earning enough to pay the tax in the first place. Something like this could be really nice, but I think we do a married tax allowance. Although I wonder if this will increase our population. Let's do something like this. I think that'll be good. That'll be good. Credit rating has been... Ooh, holy cow. See, I think we've won the game, guys, in some ways. I think we have literally won the game with this. Like, I've failed at this game constantly, but apparently we've just made everyone... we've increased religious membership significantly. We're doing well with middle income on the basis that, capitalists like us, the patriots, like we have a lot of patriots, religious and patriots, and they love us, and the conservatives love us as well. We have a lot of... It says we have a lot of ethnic minorities in the country. I think that's probably because it just starts really high as a default. Now, of course, people are not just one thing, right? You could be a religious ethnic minority who's also a patriot, who's also... So people are combinations of things, right? Combinations of things. And we're hitting enough notes here. We have very little poor. We have actually very little poverty in our country, it seems. That's actually very interesting. Flags on every street corner. Heck yes. We could start revoking some of these... how many people in our society consider... Very few consider themselves to be socialist. Where are our liberals here? They actually don't hate us too much, which is interesting. We have a maximum political capital of 40 now. It would be nice to try... We do need to extend, right? We need to be extending the term limits. It'd be impossibly expensive to get all the way to the end though. But we could inch this forward. That's something we're gonna have to spend some time doing. The other thing we could do is we could look at expanding the how long the actual terms themselves are. But if we just give ourselves unlimited term limits, I guess it doesn't matter as much. Are these not going away? I'm confused. Vertical farm subsidies should be getting that gone in like 6 turns. Pollution, why is pollution going up? I guess GDP and population, right? The GDP, car usage. Okay, what's car usage looking like? It's trending back up a little bit. It's trending back up a little bit. Transportation here. Didn't we say that the high-speed rail subsidies would actually be really cool? Oh yeah, this would be awesome. Toll roads. High-speed rail, who wouldn't want a massive, like, modernized high-speed rail system? Let's go. Let's go. That's going to be cool. It's going to be very expensive, but we can afford it. We can afford it. Then we'll save these points. We'll add them, and hopefully if we get enough next turn, we might be able to expand the term limit. Imminent situation. Well, it seems like the real estate bubble is actually going down a little bit here. We could look at state housing. I mean, we could very easily afford this. This is not exactly in line with our ideals, but we could make that adjustment. We could make that adjustment. Single-use plastic ban. Shock at the amount of plastic pollution in our water supply and oceans and even in our air that we breathe has led to calls from scientists to ban the use of plastic entirely to get the problem plastic under control. You know, this sounds like fake news to me. Allow single-use plastic. We don't want to inhibit our companies in any way. Liberals like that because it's a freedom, it's a choice. Environmentalists don't like it. That's fine. Still making a surplus. It's not huge, but it's a surplus. Guys, thanks everybody for hanging out. Oh, we only have 31 political capital. We need to save up enough to expand term limits for the next one. But thanks everybody for being here. I will see you guys in the next episode where we continue to perfect and refine the the conservative theocracy of America here as the President of the United States, playing democracy for it. Seems like they've made some patches to the game. Seems like we're succeeding and doing well here. More so than we were the first few times that we've tried this game. So I'm excited to keep playing. I'm having fun, but I'm almost thinking we need to turn up the difficulty over here or something. We've created a utopia. Not exactly the kind of utopia I would like to live in, but we've created a utopia nonetheless. Have a good one, everyone. We'll be back in the next episode.